So Sharn, you're finally in a CommBank Matildas senior camp. How does it feel?
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty surreal. I think it's not something that I expected. It all happened pretty quickly. I mean, I got on the extended list and I was like pretty stoked with that. But when I found out, I think it was like 4 days before, I was, well, my mum actually found out first. So she was like, overwhelmed with emotions and things like that. But yeah, it feels I'm pretty stoked to be here.
Take us into that moment. How did you find out from mum?
Yeah, well, I was actually, I was trying on an outfit, to be honest, and I missed the call from Mel. And then my mum called me while she was at work. She was like already crying, so I knew she gets very emotional about these things. So I knew it had something to do with that. And she just told me that I've got an email, I'll forward it to you, And then I was at the shops. I found out, and I was with my partner at the time, so I had someone to it was a bit of a celebration. So it was pretty good.
What were you buying?
I was trying on an outfit for our season awards night coming up for Raw. So I haven't bought one yet, but I was trying things on.
Definitely something to talk about in that season awards night now.
Yeah, I mean, season with Raw, it was good. I felt like I had more of an opportunity to show what I can do on the field. I got a lot more game time this year, and I think it helped me grow with more confidence and everything as a player as well. So I really enjoyed the season with Raw this year.
Let us talk about that season, because it's the reason why you are right now in Melbourne, Florida with the CommBank Matildas. What has this season done for you?
I think it's just, I think, as I said before, it's just a real confidence thing for me, I think. The more game time you get, obviously, allows you to be more of yourself out in the field. And I think, I just played a bit more freely, and I think Alex, my coach, allowed me to do that, and then it brought out what I can do and things like that. So I really benefited from it this year, and appreciate all the game time I got.
Confidence is such a key factor, isn't it? When you are feeling your best, you're able to play the game, and particularly for you, having come back from an ACL 2 years ago. Can you take us through that recovery and getting back to some semblance of feeling like you? I think, well, at the time, my twin sister did her ACL 9 weeks before I did. So Twinning?
Exactly. So I think it was a bit of a hard time for both of us, really. So it was good in a way that I had her to kind of lean on. We lean on with each other and everything like that, and we did our rehab together. Never really been a big gym person in that sense, so I think also the ACL rehab and everything helped me realise just how important it is to obviously stay strong, and then along came nutrition and things like that. So it actually opened my eyes up, and it made me realise just how important those things are, as well as obviously playing football. So
Do you feel in some ways the ACL helped you? Because you mentioned nutrition, strength and conditioning. Those are things that you probably took for granted prior to that.
100%. It definitely made me a lot stronger. I was obviously when you do your ACL, you are stuck in the gym for a majority of the time. So I think it was definitely just understanding how important it was. Even after I'd done my ACL recovery, and going back to playing, I'd prioritise gym just as equally, just so that I could stay at that level, and then from there I felt so strong and good in my knee and everything like that. So it was really eye-opening for me as well.
But you finally got back onto the pitch. When did you feel you were not just playing your best football, but probably playing it even better than before?
I think I was a bit rusty coming back. You do feel like that, I think, well, for me personally anyway. But I think it just leads back into the game time, and the more you get, the more you, training, everything like that, the more you're allowed to play and trust yourself and things like that. It just became more natural, and then by the end, I think it was a couple of games in, I wasn't even thinking about injuries or anything like that. I was just playing freely, and it was good.
Let's talk about Sharn.
Okay.
I know that's not everyone's favourite topic, but tell us who you are, what's your background, where did you intersect between yourself and football that you love now?
So I think I started playing football, like as I mentioned before, I've got a twin, Lainey. We both have played sport together all our lives. We started playing netball actually when we first could join a team. I think we were probably around 5 or something, playing little kindy netball, whatever it was. But it just didn't do it for us. We were just like, not, because my mum played netball and she loves it. And she was like, oh, give it a go. And we did. It wasn't for us at all. And then, yeah, just moved over to football, and since then, like, I remember, I think it was my dad said, like, oh, I'll give you like some money if you score a goal, and I think like Lainey got like 14 or something crazy, and then from there was no more, no one's getting any money, like, and then yeah, I started playing probably 5, 6, and then loved it ever since, yeah.
When did you fall in love with the game?
I think probably right at the start, honestly. Like, I haven't thought about not playing, like it's all I'd like to do. And I think as well, like when you get a bit older, you're a bit more exposed to other sports and things like that, even at school. Like I remember one of my teachers told me, oh, why don't you play this sport for a change, like enough football, like just have a go at something else. And I was like, nah. And I think that's when I knew, like I was like, nah, I love football and I just want to keep doing it for as long as I can, yeah.
Let's talk about the professional side of the game. You joined Brisbane Roar. It's a storied club and with some incredible list of names.
Yeah.
Mackenzie Arnold, Claire Polkinghorne, Hayley Razzo, Emily Gilnick, and currently you play alongside Tamika Yallop as well.
Yeah.
What was it like joining Brisbane, and how have you found this season alongside somebody like Tamika, who's such a legend of the game?
Yeah, for sure. I think it's the same going into any professional environment. Like going into Raw, I was very nervous. Like I was a little bit intimidated, like to have big names in the team. But I think it's also a very good opportunity, and it's something that I learnt, like, and I will continue to learn going into these environments. Like they're just so like professional, and they bring that to the team and the environment, and it just helps lift the standards. Like. So you know, like you're in a professional environment and you know what's expected of you. And I think the only way to get better is to keep those standards, and they definitely lead from the front, yeah, for sure.
How would you describe your game?
I think I just like to attack. Obviously once you get older you realise it's not just attack. You do have to defend, and like I will obviously have to do that, but I just like running at players and yeah, trying to beat them and do what I can to set someone up or score a goal if I can. But yeah, assisting is, I really enjoy like trying to take someone on, cross the ball, things like that, so yeah.
Let's talk about CommBank Matildas camp. What's the first couple of days been like?
Yeah, it's been good. There's been a lot of information. I think adjusting to like the way they play and everything like that, it's been good. I feel it's more intense, and it is quite a big step up, and I think it's been challenging, which is a good thing. Like for me, I think I've been learning each session we've had, and I think for me to be able to keep improving and be a better player, then that's something I really benefit from, yeah.
Even from the first couple of days of this camp, what do you take away in terms of where you need to be called up consistently at the senior level?
I think it's just, yeah, realising that every little detail matters. I think like making sure like you nail like your first touch or like your movements and stuff like that, just because it is so fast paced. Like it's just so you don't have to worry about those little things, just so you can think about like the bigger things and things that are obviously going to help you improve and then put you in a position to hopefully be in more camps and things like that.
Has it lit more of a fire in you?
Yeah, it has. I think it's like given me more of a drive to want to be better and things, like playing, even training, like with some of the girls even for a couple of days, like it's crazy, like it's a good feeling, and I think it just pushes you to want to be better, just so like because of the standard in the training, and you just know that there's expectations and standards that have to be there. So I think yeah, it's a challenge, but it makes you want to be better, I think, for sure.
Have you enjoyed the experience so far?
Yeah, I have. It's been good. I think all the girls and staff and everything like that have been very welcoming, and I think obviously being overseas, it's for like away from everyone. I'm not used to that at all, but I think yeah, everyone has been welcoming, and yeah, it's allowed me to focus on what I need to do. Yeah.
You obviously have watched the CommBank Matildas on television or even at matches. What's the difference to what you thought the expectation and the level was before you were in camp and now where you see it?
I'm not sure there is a difference. I think what I expected is probably what it is. Training along players who play like for Chelsea, Arsenal, like things like that, and I think it's like what you expect is probably what it is. It's fast, it's intense, it's a lot of chat, it's everyone's expected to do well and things like that, and I think the environment is something that I'm like honoured to be able to join.
And finally, once you return from this camp, what next for you?
I think for sure just obviously taking everything that I've learned and concept like grasping all of that, and then I think maybe have a little break after the season, might enjoy that for a bit, but hopefully focus on I think being an option to be in even the under 23s and things like that for the comp coming up in end of May. So just using everything I've learned and things like that to continue to build and hopefully improve and keep going.